How many times, in the middle of the daily rush between family, kids, work, and so many commitments, have we forgotten about ourselves? It's as if our own image were pushed into the background, when in reality, it should be one of the greatest forms of self-care and self-respect. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that shouldn't be underestimated. A poorly chosen print can ruin a woman's elegance. Yes, a poorly chosen print can diminish all the strength you carry. But the right choice can reveal exactly who you are, a confident, mature, and powerful woman. Today, I'm going to show you 7 prints that instantly make your look appear tacky, and, most importantly, which elegant options you can wear instead to convey sophistication. And at the end, I want you to tell me in the comments, which of these prints do you think matches your current phase the most? Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because this is the space for women who choose to put themselves first. If you feel this is also your journey, click the red button and join this community of elegant, empowered women. Print number 1, overdone animal print. Animal print is a true classic in women's fashion, but it needs to be worn carefully. When it appears in exaggerated versions, it stops being sophisticated and starts conveying the exact opposite, a cartoonish and even vulgar image. Common examples are leopard prints in flashy colors like hot pink, lime green, or neon blue, zebra in fluorescent combinations, and metallic snake prints with excessive shine. These versions not only steal all the attention from the outfit, but also create a heavy effect, drawing more attention than the woman herself. The problem isn't the print itself, but how it is presented. The more attention-grabbing, the greater the chance it will look artificial and lacking refinement. The end result is usually a cluttered look that shouts instead of communicating elegance and subtle presence. Often, instead of conveying power and sophistication, it ends up giving off an impression of exaggeration and even imbalance in style. Elegant option. The solution is to go for classic versions of animal print, which never go out of style. Discreet tones like brown, beige, caramel, nude, and black are the ones that truly work. Also, smaller, well-spaced patterns bring instant refinement without overwhelming the outfit. A delicate leopard scarf, a flowing midi skirt, or even a subtle detail on shoes or a bag can transform your look. And that's exactly how elegant women wear animal print, with balance, intention, and sophistication. Print number 2, character or slogan prints. This is a very common mistake that strips the outfit of any sophistication. T-shirts with huge slogans across the chest, cartoon character drawings, or even logos repeated multiple times on the same piece give off a juvenile, sloppy, and even a bit try-hard image. Instead of expressing personality, these prints end up infantilizing the look and removing any sense of intention. Another important point is that often these pieces are made from lower quality fabrics, typical of fast fashion, which reinforces the careless appearance even more. Of course, a fun t-shirt can have its place in casual moments, but when we talk about conveying elegance and presence, these prints rarely contribute positively. Moreover, loud slogans or very direct messages on clothing can even lead to unwanted interpretations. Instead of drawing attention to your posture, your confidence, or the way you carry yourself, people end up focusing only on the print. And that cheapens your image. Elegant option. Choose plain, high-quality pieces in neutral or soft colors that flatter your silhouette and convey effortless sophistication. But if you like prints, go for minimalist versions. Fine stripes, small and discreet patterns, or even subtle graphics. These details add interest to the outfit without taking over and allow for more versatile combinations. A premium white cotton t-shirt, for example, can be paired with tailored trousers, a light blazer, and elegant shoes, creating a modern, refined, and much more grown-up look. We often feel like we have nothing to wear, even with a full closet. To help women who experience this, I created Capsule Wardrobe. It's an ebook that shows how just 16 key pieces can result in 120 looks, creating a streamlined, elegant, and versatile closet. If you want to dress well without spending a lot of time or money, after watching the video, click the blue link I left in the first comment below and get yours. Print number 3, childish florals. Florals are among the most feminine and romantic prints in fashion, but when poorly chosen, they can convey the exact opposite of elegance. Very colorful florals with oversized flowers mixed excessively or designs that resemble children's clothing end up creating a cartoonish and even outdated effect. The result is a look that doesn't highlight your maturity or the sophistication you want to express. The excess of vibrant colors and oversized elements makes the piece lose delicacy. Instead of conveying freshness, it weighs down the look, leaving it confused and lacking refinement. Many women believe that wearing florals automatically brings romance and lightness, but in practice, exaggerated florals can actually make the appearance look older and less intentional. Elegant option. Choose discreet, well-designed florals on neutral backgrounds with soft colors. Prints with small, spaced flowers in shades like navy blue, beige, white, olive green, or blush are great alternatives. They maintain a romantic feel without going overboard. A dark midi dress with tiny flowers, for example, elongates the silhouette and conveys femininity in just the right measure. Another option is to incorporate florals in details like a scarf, a light skirt, or even accessories, always in moderation. That way, you enjoy the charm of the print but in a sophisticated and up-to-date way. Print number 4, oversized high-contrast polka dots. Polka dots are a timeless classic that never fully goes out of fashion. However, the size and contrast of the dots make all the difference between a sophisticated look and one that appears dated or cartoonish. When the dots are too large, in stark contrasts like bold black and white, the result tends to weigh down the look and evoke an outdated image, reminiscent of old costumes or fancy dress. This type of exaggerated polka dot steals attention, creates a visually tiring effect, and often even flattens the silhouette, leaving the body out of proportion. Instead of highlighting your presence, it becomes the protagonist of the outfit, and not always in the best way. The danger here is that instead of conveying femininity and charm, it ends up evoking something childish or outdated. Elegant option. Choose more discreet and modern versions of polka dots. Smaller, well-spaced dots in soft contrasts like beige with white, navy with off-white, or even black with gray create a much more refined effect. A midi dress with delicate polka dots, for instance, is elegant, feminine, and works both for daytime and evening wear. Another alternative is to wear polka dots in details, like a flowing blouse or a scarf, always balanced with plain pieces to maintain sophistication. This way, you enjoy the timelessness of the print without the risk of looking outdated or overdone. Print number 5, overdone tropicals. Tropical prints are often associated with joy, freshness, and relaxation. However, when they come in exaggerated versions, with oversized leaves, multicolored flowers, birds, and even fruits all mixed together, they completely strip the look of elegance. This overload works well on a bikini or beach cover-up, but rarely conveys sophistication in urban or social settings. The problem with these prints lies precisely in the excess of elements and color intensity. They create a heavy image that shouts before you even say a word. Moreover, because they are so striking, they tend to become tiring quickly and severely limit styling possibilities. Instead of elongating the silhouette and flattering the body, they draw attention only to the fabric and not to the woman wearing it. Elegant option. If you like tropical prints, choose minimalist and well-balanced versions. Smaller leaves in muted tones like olive green, navy, or beige bring lightness and modernity without losing sophistication. A neutral background dress with a discreet tropical pattern can even be worn at daytime social events, bringing freshness in an elegant way. Another alternative is to wear tropical prints in small doses, on a scarf, a light blouse, or even a flowing skirt, always paired with plain, neutral pieces to balance the look. This way, you keep the vibrant essence of the print, but in a refined and contemporary way. Print number 6, loud plaids. Plaid is one of fashion's most traditional prints and can indeed be extremely elegant. However, when it appears in very loud versions, with vibrant colors and strong contrasts like bright red with black, green with yellow, or fluorescent mixes, the result almost always weighs down the look. Instead of conveying sophistication, the outfit ends up resembling children's costumes, party outfits, or even something with a costume-like vibe. The issue with loud plaids is that they steal all the attention and create an immediate visual impact, but not in a positive way. The silhouette looks heavy, the outfit appears less versatile, and often it gives the impression that you didn't put much thought into what you're wearing. Rather than being an ally in building a refined image, this type of print conveys excess and even a certain stylistic carelessness. Elegant option. Choose plaids in classic muted tones. Prints of Wales, houndstooth, and Vichy checks in neutral colors like beige, gray, navy, or caramel are options that elevate any outfit. These patterns pair perfectly with tailored pieces, structured coats, and even midi skirts, creating a refined, timeless, and easy-to-style look. A plaid blazer in discreet tones, for example, can transform even basic jeans into a sophisticated outfit. When well chosen, plaid stops being just a common print and becomes a true symbol of classic elegance. Print number 7, excessive mix of prints. Mixing prints can be a bold and even sophisticated styling strategy, but when done carelessly, it easily turns into a visual disaster. The most common mistake is mixing very different patterns, like large florals with thick stripes, polka dots with animal print, or colorful plaid with tropical leaves. This overload of information clutters the look, completely removes harmony, and conveys disorganization rather than style. Another point is that when strong colors are combined with clashing prints, the outfit becomes visually exhausting and far from elegant. Instead of highlighting your presence, the excessive mix makes the clothes louder than you, pushing your image into the background. Often, the intention is to look creative or modern, but the effect is the exact opposite. The outfit becomes cartoonish and lacks sophistication. Elegant option. If you like to play with prints, the key is subtlety. Prefer combinations within the same color palette and opt for discrete patterns, such as fine stripes with a small floral or delicate polka dots with neutral plaid. Another tip is to mix prints of different sizes but in similar tones, so balance is maintained. That way the result is intentional, modern, and refined. Remember, less is more, and true elegance lies in conveying harmony and presence, not competing with your own clothes. You know, when we talk about fashion, it often seems like we're just choosing clothes. But in reality, we're choosing how we want to be seen, and more importantly, how we want to feel. You don't need to follow every trend or spend a fortune on new pieces. The real power lies in using fashion to your advantage, to express the strong, mature, and confident woman you already are. Every detail of what you wear can communicate your essence, whether it's balance, joy, or sophistication. And when you choose prints that highlight your presence instead of hiding it, you're sending a message to the world and to yourself that you deserve to be noticed for your elegance and authenticity. And remember, elegance is not perfection, it's intention. It's about looking in the mirror and liking the image you see, knowing it represents the incredible woman you've become. So, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with that friend who also loves fashion and deserves to discover the power of choosing prints that reveal her best self. Now I want to know, which of these prints have you realized no longer fits your new phase? Tell me in the comments, because your experience can inspire many other women in our community.